What up, everybody? Well, what's going on here with this camera bar? It's kind of odd. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, gotta clean the camera. There we go. What up, guys? You guys want to do an early giveaway for everybody that's in here? How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know. Um, what up, Marco? Good to see you. I'm going to change my settings. Live chat. Here we go. Got to talk about some of the goodies tonight. Early bird. Yeah, early bird giveaway. What up, Mr. Hornbostel? Good to see you. How are you guys doing? Everybody's probably out there for damn giveaways. What up, Live Life? Good to see you. You're working. Oh, what you working on tonight? Well, I just did a scale swap, and yeah, it was pretty good. I'll show it to you here in a. Well, this is it right here. But what are you creating? I'm creating magic. All right, so here we go, and I gotta focus. There we go. Is Atlas a spaceship or a comet? I don't even know what you're talking about. Wanted to put these out here and give a couple shouts out. I'll put this baby little Corvid here. What up, Grizzly Bear? How you doing? Malcolm Holt. What's up, Malcolm? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys carried today. Let me know how your week is. Like I don't know if you can see this or if it'll focus. Let's get it there. Focus. Come on. I was this close from not going live tonight. That's how awesome the day was today. So it's an asteroid. Very nice. Move these out of the way here. So yeah, I did a nice little Jim Miller. How you doing, sir? Did a scale swap on my Para 3 today. I really wanted to almost match that mint. All right, we're going to do this right now. Hey, what's going on, Chris?
Hey,
Well, Chris, my name is Morgan. This is my first name, but this is my Dark Water Live, and I'm about 10 minutes early, but we got 25 people up in here already. But just
okay.
want to let everybody in the chat know this is Barclay CNC, and I'll let Chris talk about his company. And this is actually what I'm holding in my hand right now is his titanium Para 3 scales. So you got the floor.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Well, I guess the knife scales was sort of something we started doing for fun a couple of years back. Our shop, we primarily do job shop work, just make a lot of industrial stuff, and we make some EDC for a few other companies. And I started making these scales, and yeah, I just enjoy doing it. So it's a little bit of a side gig, so we don't always get restocked right away, but we try to keep things as stocked up as we can.
Well, I just heard about you literally the day before I these dropped, and I had to pick it up. I was like, "Oh my gosh, look at all these other designs! Like, I'm gonna get them all." I mean, I got several pair of threes. I have one
Okay.
PM2. I'm been told here by some of the folks in the comments, like War Room EDC, who's down there at the big rig. Uh, Shaman is the next one I should get, but yeah, I'm assuming Spyderco is your brand of choice.
That was I think the first knife I bought was a Benchmade, and when I got into actual like EDC knives, and then uh, I got a Spyderco after that, and I just really liked the action of it and everything so much better that I just kind of started going that way. And I've got a couple other knives since then. I got a couple giant mouses. I really like those knives, but we just been making Spyderco scales and just kind of stuck with it.
What would you say your favorite giant mouse is, or do you have several?
Oh gosh, I don't know the names of the models. I'm terrible at that, but I have a slightly larger one with micarta scales that I like a lot.
Not to put you on the spot, but yeah, like this, this is a Biblio XL. It's a giant mouse,
Uh-huh.
and this is their larger version. But if you have one that is more of a drop point, that would probably be the Grand,
Yeah,
the Ace Grand.
the blade shape is, I don't know how to explain it. It's a little more of a classic, like almost Bowie knife type shape to it.
Yeah, I think that might be the Ace Grand.
Yes, it is an ace. Yep.
Yeah. So,
And then I have a smaller, like a flipper one too, that I picked up at. So I'm neighbors with Lynch Northwest, and we go over there for the Christmas parties, and they were raffling it off, and I won that one, and I really like that one too. It's a real small, little giant mouse flipper.
yeah. Oh, so yeah, probably the Rivel. They had that special edition. Like this one's a Lynch special edition as well. This
I
actual
remember
model.
seeing that one in the office.
So that's probably what it is. I noticed I did the a disservice on here because I have that wonky side hole clip on here, but I will
Oh
get an
yeah,
actual straight up clip on there eventually.
yeah.
But it
When
works.
when we did the lightweights, I wanted to center that hole up, just so you could use other clips than just the one with
The
the
wire
yeah,
or this, yeah, this
yeah,
that makes so much more sense, and that's I think that's what puts companies ahead in all this is that forward thinking, and so we appreciate you doing stuff like that because I mean, it makes just more sense. Let me just get an actual generic Spyderco clip and then an actual specialty one, and they can be swapped between scales. I think that's pretty awesome.
yeah. And on that particular scale pattern too, the Draco's armor, the Lynch modular clip. I don't remember the names of them, but the one that has just sort of a, I don't know, trough cut out of the center of it, it looks really nice on there with that one.
Yeah, yeah. This one I noticed when I anode the trough that goes your border. It
Hmm.
definitely came in about a blurple. I mean, it's a little
Yeah.
blue, and then I was like, "Ooh, what if I did like an actual?" When I sanded that off, if I did like, well, let's see, what's darker? Probably a purple to blue fade to match that, but then just something different. I
Hmm.
don't know. I'm kind of wild with some ano once in a while, so that's what I do as my side gig is ano. So
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, those higher voltage colors are hard to be consistent with, so we don't do them a lot. I do them here and there, but uh, that looks great.
well, like I was telling you in that message, like I don't know why, but my wife was like, "Oh, I really like that mint green," and I was like, "You know what? I actually really do too." So maybe I'll get close to it. I could have turned it up another half a volt, and I'm sure I could have got really close to it. But then again, you got a matte plastic versus a machine finish on here. You're gonna get different colors, but
Hmm.
it's in there, especially in some light. That's why I'm trying to hit it at different angles on there. But I feel like I have amazing lighting in here, but maybe it's not that amazing. So yeah, you also have what other scales do you make for what other brands?
So right now we just have the PM2, the Para 3 lightweight, and the Shaman.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done all the research and modeling. We've done some 3D printing and really have a nice Mannix model done up. We just have not had the time to, uh, go through the initial phases of cutting it and making it work.
Would that be the lightweight or the standard Mannix?
We're gonna do both. I think the way we engineered it, I think it'll be really easy to do both.
See, I really like this is I think one of the neatest looking spider coes out there. And I really actually enjoy these scales. But when I saw the ones that you have that have, they're like flat up here and then you have all the design basically pocketed back here, I'm like, you know what?
Mhm.
These are getting replaced. No questions. So whenever those come available, that is exactly what I'm buying for this.
I think maybe you're talking about the Hilbert curve.
I think that's exactly what it is. Yep.
Yeah,
So I missed a pair of those today. But yeah, they're super cool. Um,
look around. I think I have some stonewash of those sitting there. I have to look. I used to. I might have sold them. There was
on
but I always have a few extra of stuff tucked away in the drawers.
Well, you have a captive audience of 50 on here right now. Do you have any questions for the audience on well, I don't know, I guess that the floor is yours, but if audience, like what would you think? What do you think would be a good model, like an industry-wide model to make a scale for? I don't know. Like I know a lot of people like the Kaiser drop bear, and there's like one aftermarket company that does drop bear scales, which I think is Original Goat, but
I don't. I'm
clearly
familiar with that.
Benchmade is. Say that again.
I don't think I'm familiar with them.
For Original Goat.
No, drop bear. So
Okay,
we said.
drop bear is a Kaiser, and let me grab one for you. Just to, I personally don't like the drop bear blade, so I made my own design into it. I made it a instead of a spear point, I made a clip point. But this is the drop bear. It's crossbar lock, flat scale. Pretty easy to do because all of them are linered, but just something that super easy. Well, I should say super easy. Nothing's ever easy, but
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
less engineering into going.
There's some complications what I'm finding with doing this stuff. I mean, I can keep my machining as awesome as possible, but boy, the knives seem to vary run to run. And it's
Oh,
hard to
absolutely.
like accommodate tolerances that will or create tolerances that can accommodate all of the slight changes that they make.
Yeah. Well, and there's again, yeah, from run to run, you have a completely different spec, and it's like, well, shoot.
Yeah.
Um, let's.
So far the pair of threes and PM2s, they just seem to be the least issues with, like, each run's the same. Sometimes I'll find some ones where guys will get a sprint run of a certain steel or something, and you look and, oh, man, they put a funny little grind on this blade to make it work, and it doesn't work with my scales.
I notice
Uh,
that a lot with I because this is a channel. I see a ton of different manufacturers. I try to get them all, and that's why I'm
mhm,
elated. I'm elated about this. Something different, something new, and something that I could show that's USA made. But like one of my favorite models that's US designed, Chinese made is the Fenrir. They've got like 20 different configurations in their blade. I mean, you name it. And
mm,
it's like, holy cow. Like if someone wanted to make something aftermarket, you can't because it's like every time they have a new release, um, they've changed the blade spec up. And I'll just give you a quick show you exactly what I'm talking about between two different runs of within like 2 months. So this was a super popular model. Uh, I guess this was the beginning of the year.
yeah.
Button
I
lock,
like that blade shape. It's nice looking.
yeah, super cool harpoon. Just a wicked blade. Well, then they brought out their crossbar lock version, did away with the button lock. They bring this out. The blade is, I mean, it's almost identical if you just look at it. But then all
Mhm,
of a sudden, you don't have that gigantic finger choil. They couldn't do that because of the way that
mhm.
crossbar works, and it's like, well, how do you if you're like, oh man, I'm all in on the fender, I'm going to make scales for it, and then bam, that model's gone. Now
Yeah.
they're in on the crossbar lock, and then guess what? Now they're doing a top compression lock, so now the crossbar lock's going to go, and it's like, like you as a manufacturer, it's like, come on, like this is an amazing knife, and I want to support this, but man, how can I support it when you change your scale or your designs like you change your underwear?
Hmm.
So yeah, this is just a good example of, just within months, completely different. And then a third one coming along now. So, anyways, is there anything, yeah, that you want to ask the crowd? Because you've got their full attention. Well, they're saying Vosteed raccoon. Um, have you ever seen the Spider Canis? That was one of the ones they're saying.
No, I don't think I have.
Alex Kerber said maybe a good reason to do USA stuff, and I absolutely agree with that. USA made company. Um, these Demco knives have been super popular, and this is an aftermarket scale. This one is the Shark Cub, but they have the AD
Yeah.
20.5, something like this, the Shark Cub. Just a wonderful sized knife. And if I compare it, I did a little emerald on this one. I kind of like that color, by the way.
I
So
don't own any Demcos, but I've handled some, and I really like the way just the action feels, the way they lock up. They feel really good.
very interesting. If you're not used to this type of locking mechanism, but man, it is
Yeah.
fidgety and it's solid.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I could sit there and flip that knife all night and drive my wife nuts. It's uh, a really good feeling lockup.
Here's a good one. That's Malcolm Holt said the Hogue Deca, and there's
That's
your
another nice one.
non bug out. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull that guy out here. Oh, that's the wrong one.
I purchased a bug out a while back to re-engineer that, but I just have never gotten to it.
Well, and if there's any knives that you want to check out, just send me a message. Be like, hey, you got this? I'd like to check one out. Chances are I probably have it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, like the Deca. I mean, several different blade shapes, so that keeps it fresh. But they keep it all the same back here. This one has aftermarket scales. These are AWT aluminum. But when push comes to shove, I will choose 10 out of 10 titanium over aluminum any day. Even though these are hard coat, um, I still prefer the durability and the slight weight increase over
Hmm.
aluminum.
That's something I like, a little weight to my knife, and I get a lot question a lot. How much does it weigh? And people are concerned about shaving a half an ounce off of it or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. I would add some more weight to it if it was me. I like a heavy feeling knife.
Yeah, and I think that's cool that when I was going through yours today, I was like, well, what the heck? This doesn't even go in there for the Para 3. I mean, it's
Nope.
a true lightweight scale. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Doing
that
that
one
kind of
I
homework.
did. I did work hard to try and lighten that up. Just hog out as much of that tie in there as I could and make it light. And we got it to weigh exactly like identical to the G10 version. So I felt like that was a successful, tie knife to get light enough to match the G10.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge feat. So what was this pattern called here?
So that's Draco's armor,
Okay.
which so all of my names do have some sort of reasoning behind them, but they're obscure. So
No,
that's
cool.
a
Let us know we're
character
a
in
bunch of nerds out here and
a Draco is a dragon in a sci-fi book series, The Way of the Shaman.
oh, well, I've never heard of that, but I'll have to check it out.
I'm actually re-listening to that on my drives into the shop in the morning right now. It's like I think it's a 6 or 7 book series.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'm kind of like I'm in the military, been in for 25 years, so a couple days. So I'm
Hmm.
like totally into that why would I listen to that when I'm surrounded by it all the time? But you know, trying learning new fun series is always a great thing. So I'm gonna have to check that out. You have a design that has something similar, maybe to this pattern, and might be a little different, but that one I really like too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I love.
So
Mhm.
that one we call Corinthian, and that's because it reminded me of the cutout shape and a Corinthian style armor helmet.
Oh yeah, man, I cannot. This is a brand new knife. I need to break in them washers. You're where are you out? Wait, so you must be out of Washington if you're next
Yeah.
to.
Yep. Spokane, Washington. And so Lynch there, he's the one that got me into EDC stuff. I always had a little buck knife that sat in the bottom of my pocket for all my life. And then he was showing me his clips years ago, and I thought, who buys these? That's weird. And so I was like, well, I'm going to get it the cheapest knife I can. I'm going to try one of these out. And I felt like it changed my outlook on knives. And just having a clip, I thought, oh, wow, this is awesome. And so I
Yeah.
kind of got into knives after that.
So has Spider Co been your favorite?
Maybe by default, I just haven't checked out enough other brands. But
Uh,
I do tend to like them. I like the
what?
hole, the Spidey hole. That's probably my favorite mechanism of deploying.
Like your standard blade hole?
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely like that too because I like this motion right here.
right.
And I'm not sure if that's a Spidey flick. Someone told me I was doing it wrong, and I heard it was this way. I don't know. I'm not Spider Man, so I couldn't tell you yay or nay.
Sometimes I use my thumb. Sometimes I use the middle finger. Just like my spider or my shamans, I almost always use my middle finger on. But my pair three, I always use my thumb. I don't know why, but
My daughter wants to go on the live and show everybody her knife, but you can't really hold it because YouTube doesn't like that on live. Okay, so what do you want to say? Hi. Hi. So she was sent this by a YouTube or another YouTuber, and this is a very tiny little knife. This one's definitely a Chinese made, but it's called a mini Corvid, and they sent it for her because it's like her size. So you can hold it not on camera. That is true. Okay, there you go.
yes, my wife wanted a very small knife, and I looked and looked and looked. Where can I find a small knife that's actually small? A lot of the shorter knives are still really wide. And I finally ended up on getting what is it called? A chive. I think it's a
The
Dempsey
Kershaw.
maybe or Kershaw. Yeah, Kershaw chive, and she carries it around, likes it a lot, but
Oh,
it's a tiny little knife.
it just reminded me. So another. I don't know if you've got to try the Kershaw Bel Air, but I think as far as that whole bug out competition type deal, the Kershaw Bel Air and I think the Hogue, even the Hogue Deca, hands down beat that the bug out in every way,
Huh.
shape, and form. But that Bel Air is in, and I hate to say this because Kershaw's definitely given me a lot of reason to complain about. The Bel Air is fantastic. Um,
Huh.
Let me see that Bel Air, Rhea. Grab that right there behind the purple knife. There you go. Nope, right there. Yep, appreciate it. So here's the Bel Air right here, and you got Magna Cut and generally aluminum scales for $130. Now, over this last National Knife Day week or whatever here last week, I picked up a brand new one of these with a black flat DLC blade, still Magna Cut, for $70. And I would gladly, like, this one's carbon fiber. I would gladly replace that with a titanium scale. So this is same thing like a bug out, that same type of modular scale. um, this would probably be a very good one to make an aftermarket scale for.
Huh.
So that, or even the iridiums, but the iridiums aren't USA made. This one is. So, and it should say that here. Yep. Never know how these phone cameras are gonna focus.
Yeah,
There you go.
and I don't know what I'm doing, and I get the comments are covering up the screen a lot, so I can't always see what you're doing.
Well, hopefully, it wasn't too bad on there, but
I don't know.
um,
There's got to be a way to make them go down, but I'm tech illiterate, so
well, sometimes things just flat out don't work. So, um, yeah, well, I appreciate you coming on, and you are more than welcome to have the floor and ask questions. You have a very active audience on this chat, and they're all knife fanatics. So,
yeah, boy, I can't think of any good questions. Was
well,
not prepared.
no, you're good, and then not to put you on the spot. Yeah, these were
One
the
minute
best.
I was on the treadmill, next minute you're talking to me. So
Hey, that's awesome. Well, I'll definitely showcase your stuff here on the channel. This is superior construction, and I think everything about it, from the pattern being inlaid on here. I mean, that's the stuff that I like. It's a clean product, and
hmm
it definitely, it's like putting on a tailored suit, if that makes sense. Instead of just putting on your jeans and stuff for the day, you're putting on a tailored suit and you're looking sharp, and that's how I feel this is.
yeah, I come from an aerospace background and just paying attention to details and really making stuff fit well. And so that's what I try to bring to the game. We're all humans and we make mistakes, but we try to keep things as tight as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Here's another good suggestion. How about an affordable bit driver?
Yeah, I've played around with some bit driver ideas. I always got a bunch of crap engineered in my head, but
So
uh,
there, a lot of them are this kind of same. They're pretty long, and the issue that I have with these, and here's some free food for thought, is that's cool. This is a great design, but man, I got no leverage when my hand is out like this.
hmm
And it seems more and more people are really loctiting from the factory some of these pivots and screws, etc.
yeah,
Something like this, where it's 60% or 40% shorter, where you can actually
yeah.
have it in the palm of your
That's
hand and get some leverage, just when you can't get any leverage because there's no grip.
that's what I was thinking. A shorter, fatter. I have a stubby little screwdriver from like my grandpa's workshop. For so who knows how old that thing is, but it's made out of wood, and it's like you've probably seen them. They're sort of a square looking handle with some grooves cut along the sides,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you
Yep.
can just really get after screws with that thing. And I thought that's what I want to make for a driver if I ever got around to it.
Yeah, make it titanium stubby is what they're saying. uh what are Tell everyone who he is for the people that are coming in, and I'll leave that to you. You can, if you want to enter. Did you already introduce yourself? Sorry. Probably did.
Yeah, a little bit. We can revisit that. Uh, so I'm Chris Barclay, and I own and operate Barclay CNC, and we do a lot of stuff from skateboard things to manufacturing equipment to just all over the spectrum. But uh, you know, we mostly manufacture for other companies. But in the last couple of years, we started doing Spyderco knife scales for our own brand, Barclay EDC, and I just enjoy the creativity it brings. And if I make a bunch of parts that go in some machine somewhere and I never hear from anybody again, but I like making the EDC stuff because I get to hear from people and they say, "Oh man, I really appreciate it. We like it. We enjoy it." And it just feels good to make things that are appreciated. And so I enjoy making stuff for the EDP community.
Well, that's awesome, because I think with the Spyderco crowd, I swear no one leaves their stuff in these fashions.
hmm
So I don't know if you have this one in plan, but this one's a native 5 or even the Sage.
Yeah, the
Those
Sage
series
is
are
and the Native both are higher on the list too. They're very popular knives, and I get a lot of requests for those too.
everybody's like, "Don't change the Stormtrooper." Well, but I got to. I like the white, but it's just not compatible with my daily uh, carry style. I guess I would say it'd be like brown and black and greasy, and so I haven't even carried this
Mhm.
one yet because it's too white. So
Yeah, and we that brings me to another topic. We do a lot of I do a lot of my finishes with uh a stone wash type finish and a more dark and rough looking one, and because I just always appreciate a user knife, and I feel like that really fits the bill. You can that finish just it looks great, you can abuse it and it keeps looking good, you know. Whereas something that's really polished up, boy, sure, as soon as you use it, it's scratched or it
yep.
gets dirt on it or whatever.
I feel like titanium is slightly, like if it was the difference on like aluminum or tie, the tie definitely holds up a lot better in that aspect. But just like any
It's a harder material.
surface, condition, I mean, it can scratch for sure. So,
hmm
but I thought I had my Mannix down here, but some people do. Yeah, they absolutely use their knives and they get into them pretty good. And my most carried knife of last year is this little mini nightshade, and I don't even think you could tell that I carry the thing. And I use the heck out of this knife. It's my most carried knife of 2024, and yeah, it doesn't even seem like it's ever been used. Then again, I don't use these as pry bars, but a lot I noticed a lot of my friends do. So, but yeah, cool, Chris. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming on and telling the channel everything, about your company. And when you do drops, I'm going to pick up every drop until I got them all covered so I can
Yeah,
showcase.
someday we'll figure out how to do email alerts and things. A lot of people want to sign up for them, but again, I am not tech savvy. I have no idea what I'm doing out here. And so just for now, keep an eye on Facebook and Instagram. And uh, yeah, someday I'll hire somebody who knows how to do that stuff.
If my mods could post in the chat Barclay's Facebook and Instagram, you probably already have. I apologize for not seeing the chat more right now, guys. But yeah, if
I
one
saw
of
the
if
website pop up there.
okay, if you would post it again, I would definitely appreciate it. Go give them a follow and a like and comment on their stuff. So yeah, that's awesome. Think you're the first scale company to come on, and that means a lot because people see that and they want people who are going to support the EDC community, and I mean that, and they'll tell you in the comments. So let's see, like the nightshade. Let me borrow it. Yeah, yeah, we'll do some more features on this, and I'll pick up a couple of the other models. I have a few more pair of threes that need scales, so uh, we'll do some fun things with Ano. And I don't know how often you get that strange request. Hey, can I get some naked scales?
Uh, yeah, I get it here and there, and I think a lot of times it's people like you who want to do anodizing and they want something really clean to work with. So I should just make that as an option available. But
Well, on the backspacer here, this one I believe was dark washed. And how I get it to match is it's basically a half a volt higher and then I can get it. But that's really
mm,
the only difference. And it's not going to have the same shine as you can see. I can still get it there. But I was too lazy
yeah.
to strip it and do that. I was like, I'm just going to do it as is. In fact, I had
You-
considered making it or black anoing it just to kind of go with the blade and the hardware. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to match the green. And so,
yeah, the black looks nice with that bright color. It's very complimentary.
yeah, I didn't think it would until, like I said, holding that mint plastic, and I was like, man, I actually kind of like this. So yeah, that's thank you for doing that and sending it that way. It definitely means a lot to me because it saves some time with me, taking that dark wash off
Yeah,
there. What are you
yeah, it's
doing to
not a
dark
problem.
wash? Are you using ferric chloride or what do you use?
Oh, we have our methods.
unless it's proprietary, you know.
Oh, nothing too crazy, but yeah, if I
I
told you,
mean,
you'd probably say that was boring.
no, we got a bunch of DIYers in the crowd, and they just, you know, I do actually a lot of times I'll do like I'll ano a knife project for one of the subscribers or viewers at the time or a customer, and they get to see their knife come to life on the live stream. So I think that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. One of the nights we did this one on the live stream, and you know the blurple wasn't enough, so we sat in the corners or hand sat in the corners to match the
Hmm.
zerka tie, and you know, so we try to mix it up on this live stream a little bit. So
That looks good. I like the higher voltage colors too. You can actually handle them; they don't just disappear. Nice.
that's true. Yep. Like I've noticed that basically anything above 70 volts, it doesn't fingerprint as bad. Now there's different surface finishes that will change that. But yeah, it seems to me the higher voltages take oil a lot better from your hands.
And that's
So
kind of one thing that I've gravitated towards, not higher voltage ones, but finishes that you can handle. I don't like making, you know, dark cobalt blues and things that you breathe on it and it's the color's just gone.
yeah.
And I
Well,
mean, it looks
eggshell
super
finish is
impressive
horrible.
when you. What's that?
Eggshell finish is horrible for fingerprints, and I had was half tempted to just get rid of all that eggshell. That's how it came. I was like, you know what?
Hmm.
I'll just keep it. I'll make it work. And then I hand satin the clip, and as you can see, it doesn't matter what's on this clip. It's shiny. So definitely hand satin or a smooth finish like that is a lot more resistant to oil.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, if you ever have questions on that aspect, reach out to me personally, and I'll share my knowledge on there on that. But definitely love to do ano, and yeah, I get a lot of business for that because a little bit different in the way I do ano.
Yeah, your stuff looks great. And for the most part, if people want something a little different than what I have up for a finish, or you say, "Oh, you got the scale pattern I want, but you don't have the finish I want," just go ahead and shoot me an email. A lot of times I can pull that one out of inventory and change the finish for you, or you know, work around whatever you want to get done as long as it's within reason. We can
Yeah.
usually do custom stuff.
Well, and I'll tell the audience here. When I reached out to you, I mean, it was minutes, and I appreciate that as far as customer service because there's companies that I've emailed to this day. I've been doing this for this channel for about 15 months now. There's companies that I emailed at the beginning that have still never read any of my stuff or replied or seen it and not replied. And, thank you. That does mean a lot to the customer. And, people want to know that they're going to be supported or that you even care to answer.
Yeah. Well, I think being in communication with my customers is part of why I like making knife scales. I like being able to accommodate them when I can, and I like being able to see what they're building and just I mean I probably got I don't know a couple of dozen chats going on my Instagram or Facebook Messenger or whatever with different customers right now that just hey here's how a knife turned out or whatever, and I like seeing that. I like doing that. It makes it fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you ever wanted to do some, and I'll throw that offer out to you. If you ever wanted to do a custom run of scales, I did a knife for Tuya and did my what we call the mahi mahi finish. Uh, Something like that, I'm more than willing to help out because it's truly killing two birds with one stone. It's getting both names out there, and just like that mahi mahi, it sold in 11 minutes when it hit the site. So, but yeah, this is a like a multi-stage
Here to
color,
use my bifocals to see you there. Yeah, it looks good. That's really
and
cool.
my whole idea with this is to make an actual turquoise rock looking scale. And so using a multiple step process, you know, interior lighting does this no justice. And it'd be something and I'd send you, you'd be like, good God, I
Yeah,
understand what you're saying because
I
there's
know.
layers and there's depth and
There's no replacement for sunlight, that's for sure, when it comes to any of these finishes.
yep, absolutely. And
Yeah, I that's another thing I like doing exclusives with people, and I've done a few with Color Shop and some other companies, and yeah, if anyone's got a brand for this or that, and you want to do a run that incorporates your style with mine, I'm always open to doing that stuff.
yeah, that's awesome. Mine is whatever you want. You're like, hey, I want you to do some, 10 turquoise scales. I would do it. I would do that in a heartbeat. This one is that black anno, and I use the heck out of this knife. And just like any titanium, it can scratch if you put metal on metal, but I mean it's
Yeah,
super durable. And these are Zerk, the pivot collar and the uh, pocket clip and the backspacer. But yeah, the rest is this is black tie and this is a black stonewash PVD on the blade. So all
yeah,
different
that's
blacks, but
awesome.
I think it looked better than just raw titanium on that particular version. I call this one the murder Jaeger, even though there's no murdering involved. Let's call it the sunrise. That sounds better. So awesome. Well, I definitely appreciate you, Chris, for coming on here, and we'll definitely be showcasing your products. And I think I should do a giveaway in honor of you being on here. What do you think? I don't know what I'm going to give away though. I don't have anything like super something random. So yes, I will do that. If my mods could post the giveaway rules, I definitely appreciate that. And we're going to give away a knife that was sent to the channel today for a giveaway. So it's a mystery.
If you want, you can show off that the backspacer on that Pair 3 lightweight, and I can give one of those away, and it'll fit the Pair 3 my scales, the Pair 3 as well as the Pair 3 lightweight. It'll fit either one. We can do like a colored one or something.
One of these, this backspacer right here.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! I didn't even. Yeah. Oh, I see it because it could fit that. Huh. That's awesome. Oop, I'm not even in the camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that works. Kind of
So
want.
it won't fit any Pair 3 scales, but it'll fit the Barclay skinny regular Pair 3 scales, and it'll fit the lightweight scales. So I kind of
It'll
tried to
it'll fit these ones.
no, just ours.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
interesting. I've never
No.
heard of that.
So I tried to keep the design similar enough that you could use that same backspacer on either the
The rate. Okay, that makes
our
sense.
regular Pair 3s or our lightweight Pair 3s, you know.
Okay. Did they post rules on here yet? Oh yeah, they did. So giveaway rules: one guess only. Closest without going over wins. If a tie goes to a knife off, or if there's a tie, it goes to a knife off. Must be 18 years or older. USA addresses only. No multiple accounts. Stacy said Zach's screen is final. She took that from Zach's stuff out of Washington. Good luck. So we'll say Morgan's screen is final. So yeah, well, Chris, I definitely appreciate that, and you can pick the number then on there, and when she says go, we give it about 3 to 5 minutes, and then when she says stop, you get to reveal the number. So if you wouldn't mind writing down a number, and or if you have a pen and paper, I guess.
I don't have anything here.
All right, I'll write
Mm,
some down, and whenever she says go, there's my sticky notes. You can choose the number range. We usually have 100 number range. So
Well, it sounds good to me. I don't know. I'm not sure what the
Please
number is.
do.
Like, you're looking for the, like, if you said number 12, you're looking for the 12th person to make a comment or something, or what do you?
Just whoever guessed the number
Oh,
12.
they're guessing the numbers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
0 to 100 be a good range.
all right. They started. I'm going to fold up my number here. And there it is. Actually, let's do this above. Yeah, and that's a really cool logo you got there as well.
So that is, I wanted to make my logo really represent our city, Spokane, and also wanted it to have an industrial feel. And so that is the steam plant from downtown here in Spokane, and then with a big gear around it.
Yeah, that's sweet. I've always been told by fellow sailors or military members that I serve with that Spokane's ulterior nickname is Spokompton.
Yeah, I hear that
I
one sometimes.
I don't know the validity of that, but
Yeah, the Compton side of things is getting more and more, I think.
I know there's a good brewery there. My wife likes hard cider, and there was a brewery there that does some really good. Well, it was actually pumpkin cider, I believe. But
Okay.
man, I had to. I
There's
paid a truck driver to stop there and pick
there's
up a case of it.
quite a few of them here. In fact, I have a few awards myself for brewing.
Oh, tell us more.
So yeah, a few years back. Oh gosh, that had to have been 10 or 12 years now. I was really into brewing with a friend, and we were gonna open up a brewery. At the time, there was only maybe two breweries here in Spokane, three maybe at the most. And then we just kind of decided not to. He went a different route, and so we didn't end up doing it. But we did a lot of brewing. We were brewing a ton of beer and just giving it away to everybody, trying to get all our recipes perfected.
That's awesome. So, what is your favorite type of beer?
Man, I like them all. I think that's one of the things that frustrates me about living in the Northwest is it's like everything has to have piles of hops in it or no one will drink it around here. But which I'm all about hops. I love that flavor profile, but I also really like a big, you know, triple stout or something like that too. So or bourbon aged, anything that's aged in bourbon, I'm always for that, you know.
I
Uh
hear you.
Anything with Bretatonics in it, something that's really been hanging out for a long time and starting to taste like some leather. I like funky stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, I had a a nose condition, we'll put it that way, um, from deploying in burn pits and stuff. And I actually just 2 weeks ago had a 6-part nasal surgery to get rid of all that. But long story short, anytime I drink a beer, what little airway I had instantly, I mean seconds, would slam shut. And
Oh,
so I haven't had a beer since I've had the surgery. But needless to say, I never drank beer. Even if it was near beer, it would do the same thing. So, um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But bourbon was fine. Like I could have a bourbon and
hmm.
nothing, but beer instantly. I mean, so she
Maybe
says
you're
30
allergic to
seconds
hops.
left. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is that I was allergic to, but good Lord, it did not play kindly with me at all. Master Sergeant, what's up, brother? Master Sergeant is a huge Spider Co fan, and I'm sure actually he does know what this is because he just donated a pair of three with one. I don't remember the name of the scales. It might have been the Corinthian, but he donated that to another channel for a giveaway with your scales
Oh,
on there. So that's pretty awesome. Uh,
I think there's some stuff happening with my things on YouTube, and I just am not on YouTube enough. And that's interesting to see that. I guess I've watching Instagram and stuff, but I have not really done enough with YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, there's when people know that you're a good person and you make a good product, I'm telling you, it gets down and everybody gets to hear it. And it's good that you come on lives like this because people will take notice and they'll invest their hard-earned cash into an American-made product. So we appreciate that, Chris. All right, let's check this out. All right, the Barclay sponsored giveaway, and I can get you the info after this, Chris. Whoever Rochambeau loves Barclay scales. That's awesome. Hopefully that shows up the right way. That is 61, not 19. It's I should put a line underneath there
Line.
like the So 61, let me go back up in the comments, find the green start button. We got closest without going over. 44.50 is the closest so far. 63 addicted to blades 2 just missed it. 57 for Mick Ranger. Let's see here. 60 for Matt Marr. There's probably going to be the closest, unless someone can pull out an absolute on the dot. All right, Matt Marr. He just like, I just joined. That's awesome to just join and win. So,
Nice.
all right.
60. That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's the closest without going over. Matt Marr is the winner. So I have actually his info and
Okay.
what you're saying a backspacer on here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you'll be winning a pair of 3, this exact backspacer. And Chris, I can get you that info and I'll just DM it to you over Insta.
Yeah. Give me an email so I can contact him, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Awesome, Chris. Well, I appreciate it. And everybody, please give a big round of applause for Barclay and thank him for being on here. Thank you for such short notice.
Yep.
You were on for an hour, so I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty good stint.
Time always it flies when you get talking, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, normally we go. You're at Pacific Standard Time. I go to 11 p.m. your time. So a lot of times a guest will stay for 5 hours and just But I don't intend for you to do that. I just I want people to come on and see fresh faces and get exposed to new companies. So
All right. Well, yeah, appreciate you having me on. So it was a fun impromptu thing. And yep.
all right, Chris. Well, take care of yourself, and I'll get that info to you. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Take care. Have a good night.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Cool. Well, what do you guys think of that? That's pretty cool to have a company like that at the drop of a hat come on here and spend time with all of us. So, how are you guys doing today? Yeah, Master Sergeant. Also, thank you for letting me know about Barclay scales because pretty much I would have not known about that. I had around the time I saw the knife that you donated, I had just heard about Barclay within a day or two, plus or minus of that. So, well, it would have been minus, if anything. So, definitely appreciate that, Master Sergeant. SC Knife Monkey says, Dark Water, how are you, brother? I'm doing good. How are you? Um, my nose, I've got airflow. I'm not even sure. Like, I feel like my voice is completely different. Everybody says I sound the same. I don't think so. I don't think I sound the same whatsoever. So, um, it's pretty awesome to know what the rest of the world breathes like. I didn't know breathing could be this good. So, Joe Kasperic, what's going on? Good to see you. He definitely got at least one new customer. Absolutely, Malcolm. I'm telling you, the fit and finish of this scale is unreal. It just it feels so good in hand. Just the right amount of contouring, So I'm looking forward to this. I had planned on maybe doing the diamonds on here and changing the colors, but I'm really digging this as is. So, uh, SC Knife Monkey, have you sent out? I'm just reading comments here. You sound the same to me. Maybe, but I feel in my head, I can tell when I'm singing at church. Uh, Definitely a lot different sounding. Uh, let's see. Yeah. Anyways, in my head, it sounds a lot different. So, all right. Darkwater, please make the description more descriptive next time. I got in late and had no clue what you were who you were talking to. At least pin a chat comment. Uh, I'm not sure I know how to do that. I might have to do that on with a computer nearby because I can't chat at all on here. So sorry about that. Rebel, was that Rebel Rouser that said that, or my apologies? That was actually really last minute, and Barclay may be listening in right now. But as I was, as I pushed live, I had sent him a message saying, "Hey, would you be interested in going on and talking about your product?" And I went back in there 30 seconds later after I started the live stream, and he said, "Sure." And so I sent him the link, and he joined. So that's I had already started. So my apologies, guys. That's who it was. You sound the same to me, and you don't look like Brad Pitt. Dang it! Sorry to let you down. Those scales are ridiculously nice. Yes, yeah. Everybody, go check out Barclay CNC. I'm definitely going to be getting. Makes me want to buy more Spydercos, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but this is awesome, and it is a true lightweight. And even with this funky clip on here with the angled para 3 clip, it still looks good, meaning an actual true deep carry. And I know with the standard Spyderco clip, that would look equally as impressive. So I don't know, pretty cool. The Mint M4, yeah, baby. I agree. That is one very good looking. Love that color. Most important, you can breathe better. Absolutely. Rebel Rouser, I was talking about. I just sent you a message, but it probably already sold anyways. But it was that Vosteed. I don't know. I probably spelled it wrong. I don't know. Again, I was debating on whether I was going to do this tonight just because I am exhausted. I had a crazy political day today. So, War Room, who is Captain Tiny Hands? Captain Tiny Hands is I, Brian White. That is me. That is my adopted name from War Room. Stacy, everything has been shipped. If someone is missing, let me know. That's not for me. Sorry, I'm reading those comments. That wasn't weird or anything. What wasn't weird, Dragoon? One of your manager mods can with a computer, I believe. Oh, Roger that. Definitely not Brad Pitt. He doesn't make sheepdog scales. I'll give him some ideas. I'll send him some knives to check out, see if it was something that he'd be interested in. Buying more Spyderco is always the correct answer. Like you guys were saying, those who know choose Spyderco. At least that's what I've been told. So no, I don't want the Martin. I don't want the Martin. I want the corgi with the pineapple or grenade pattern, or not pineapple, fragmentation pattern, the frag pattern. Rebel Rouser. I still have the Vosteed Martin in aluminum. Please do, Stacy, and let me know. So, what did Matt win? All right, so Matt won a Barclay CNC backspacer, and this can be used with either the lightweight or the regular para 3 scales. He made it modular, so he didn't have to design two different backspacers, which makes complete sense, right? Like, why would you go through all the effort of making something completely different when you can use one piece? It's a smarter way of doing business. So good for Barclay doing that. That is just wicked smart. So uh to the tiny handed warriors of the world, yes, That is me, Captain Tiny Hands. I need a Captain Tiny Hands emoji. Are we good? Someone called Morgan, or his Wi-Fi is messed up. Can you guys hear me all right? I just blocked one of my children's iPads. It was taking up a massive amount of bandwidth. So I don't know. Can you guys all good now? Okay, yeah. So was my son, one of my sons, clearly. He got Das Boot. So oh, let me write Matt Maher on here so I remember. Isn't Matt Maher a Christian or gospel singer? If you are, I want your autograph. There we go. I don't want your autograph. Actually, I want a CD. Darn Wyoming dial up. Good Lord, you never answered me about the camera. Rodney, I'm not even sure what you're talking about. Camera. The blade steel on this Dragonfly is micro melt PD1 with a the more you know swoop on there. The more you know. Matt Maher, have you ever seen that singer? Matt Maher, I think it is Matt Maher. Oh, it's spelled Maher. His last, the other guy. Oops, sorry, that's zoomed in. But anyways, excellent singer. Very cool. Can no one hear me? Are we good? Not good? My AC killing it. I've got some I feel like everybody's trying to sell knives right now and no one's buying. Is the backspacer for a yes, Matt Marr? Do you have a different one, Chris? Do you want a PM2 or what let me know, Matt. And I'm sure I could ask him or work it out. So yeah, this is a really cool Spidey. I actually bought some Flytanium G10 scales, and they do not work well with this at all. I had to take them back off. They actually 5x5. All right. Henry G. Windows 11 sucks. Thank you, Jim Cox. I wish I could give a bunch of these away, but why I got this one. Have you seen the past two Kaiser drops? No, which one's Dragoon? I haven't bought. Does anybody have a Kaiser Aura in here? Yeah, I actually really love the burgundy on here. My favorite shirt in high school was like this waffle sweater. I don't know if it's called a waffle shirt, right? But anyways, it was in burgundy and I loved it. I wore it till it wasn't burgundy anymore. What up, Robin? Kaiser is kicking butt. Oh yeah, I would love to get the Staffy. It's the one that has the Tanto point or the harpoon Tanto or I don't know, but that one looks really good. But anyways, I have an extra Aura blade. If anybody's looking for a crewwear blade, I have an absolute brand new crewwear DLC blade for an Aura that I need to move. So brand new, brand new. What up, knife fam? What up, Coister? I have some carbon fiber titanium scales for mine. Haven't put them on yet. Tom Cat. One of the things that I noticed what they did with that is you're not going to be able to utilize the factory hardware. They have a much smaller hole drilled in the front, and you know how to countersink holes. I don't yet, but that was the issue. You couldn't use this hardware up here, and they just look dirty. Kaiser does crew wear. Whoa. I need an extra S45 sheepdog liner lock blade. I don't have that, but I do have the crew wear. I have two crew wear blades, and Kaiser sent me another blade because this one, the grinds were off just slightly on the tip. See how these go right below the tip line? And then the other side goes above the tip line. And so I told them that was not acceptable for a $300+ knife. And so they sent me another blade, and turns out the other blade is absolutely identical in grinds. So I don't need two crewwear blades. So, anyways, yeah, that's why I have two crewwears. This one came with the Timascus. Me and Knives and Gear Insights did a little swaparoo. And yeah, I wanted the crystal tie and the DLC, and he wanted the satin and the Timascus. So, or was it Zircotai? I don't even know. But anyways, yeah, the Aura. This is outstanding. It is a little bit heavier than it needed to be, but that's because they did full liners in there. So yeah, the Aura is awesome. I decided I liked it so much that I'm going to start carrying my Militov a little bit more too. And so yesterday I got a wild hair at my keister and decided that I'm going to change my gold Militov to a not gold Militov. So yeah, I took that gold and I etched it 3 times to get a good finish, and then did a light satin over it. Too small for me, says Rodney. So now I got the blue Millie, and I don't do enough blue, I've noticed. So this is a standard 25-volt blue, and I love it. I have a lot of teal. I don't know if I need any more teal for a while, so something different. Yeah. Man, I've got hiccups like nobody's business. The bronze and carbon Kaiser raises need some dark water attention. I need to look it up. So yeah, actually, Ernie, I think it was you inspired me with that blue one last week that I had to do another blue for me. So I had some blue in my life. So this is the result of that. So now I just need to get rid of that crewwear blade there, and someone can love it and cherish it forever. All right. I guess I can set that down here. Nobody cares, right? That needs a dark water choil. This, I'm not cutting no choil on no DLC, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh man. Yeah, so tonight, yeah, today's politicalness was not great. So I was like, I need to reset my mind tonight. I need to go hang out with my lovely bride. And that's probably what I'm going to do here really quickly. But I just at least wanted to come on here and say hi to everybody. Always need more blue in my life. Don't be blue to a heart that's true. I don't watch that crap. What? I don't watch what crap? I was gonna watch Dark Horse on Prime. Oh, I watched a movie this weekend with my family called Greater. Um, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, but I highly recommend it if you haven't. Called Greater, and it's a football movie. Uh, Very worth watching. So, Barlow Brigade, what's up? Politics. Yeah, well, I'm a politician, so it's kind of part of the job. So it was just really heavy into politics today. So that's what was hard about it. Hey, please go subscribe to Jim Cox. He is a teacher extraordinaire, and he just refuses to teach me because he says because that was his reasoning. So that was good enough for me. I ordered another one of these. In fact, I got it in already, and I would love to do some titanium scales for it. Just chilling. Do something. Okay, I will, Matt. I will. Are you talking about that backspacer, Matt? I assume so. Yes, sir. I always pick up the satin blade and I tough so I can redo the ano on it purple. I like gold, so but hey, I'm a satin blade addict. I do like satin. I like all the blades. I like dark wash. It just I don't know. I always feel like black blades are like a tuxedo. Again, and then this makes it a three-piece suit. Um, they look so good until they get scratched up, is my opinion. But hard to beat a really good satin. Yeah, any of you guys that have channels in there, please post your channels in the chat. I appreciate it. Let's see. Is anybody interested in a Tempest Fractus? I may be letting this one go. Did I hear a purple blade? Maybe. I usually don't mind the gold bronze, but that shape it doesn't seem that great on. So, anyways, I might be getting rid of this Fractus. I had considered um Wyvern, did you get your hands on a Best Tech Taipan? No, I would do it just to support James Lowe, but I want his new version of the Taipan. It's not a Taipan, but it looks like its brother, and it is bad to the bone. So, um, yeah, whatever the Wyvern, I'll hit you up about it. I don't remember what the heck it's called, but man, his newest version, different company of the Taipan is ridiculous. So, if you're interested in this, Jim, I'll talk to you afterwards. I don't want to talk about. I hear Casey Tempest is doing well, but I'm not sure. This one is Sri PM S90V. I think this would look cool, or would look cool with some blue scales or black scales on here, but I want like 5 knives, and the community is selling, but the pockets are full of wives' hands currently. Hey, Dragoon, some people can't pay to have that, so you're lucky, man. Also, Dragoon, I miss talking to you on the phone, man. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for those pictures of the hat. That means an incredible amount to me. I also need to give you my password. You're interested in the brother of the Taipan. Yeah, me too. He posted that the other day, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. It is an absolute banger. So, yeah, Rebel Rouser has like 20 for sale, and no one's buying them, and it's ticking me off. But Rebel Rouser, dang it, I want that Corgi black copper. Unless that wasn't you who posted it, but I swear it was you who posted that. So I don't know with the Vanker lock. Hey, Sugar. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna sell this one. I love it, but they're making a mini Fractus at some point next year. And I just think it would be better overall. Someone who has absolutely monster mitts, this would be for you. I know War BDC already has this version, but in the the black carbon fiber version. So, anyways, sorry, I've been here just putting new scales on my Man X2 lightweight. LOL. I don't suggest it. Just saying. And I have another need. And I have another I need to do. Kelly, I want to see pictures of this. So, anyways, if anybody's interested in this one's going up. I am decided, or I have decided, I am going to part ways with my absolute beauty of a Jaeger here because I finally finished my black one and I don't need. Well, actually, I have three of them, so I'm going to sell two of them and keep the one. So, if anybody is interested in a Jaeger, this one's clearly going to be a little more with the Zerkatai, but I also have a really, I would call it plain Jane, but it's so understated that it's gorgeous. This brown micarta version with a satin, and I think this is an absolute banger of a knife. So I have both of these that are going up for sale, and they're going to be very affordable. Uh, I don't know why, but this is just such an awesome. I don't even mind the blade shape on there. I love it. So, anyways, Master Sergeant says, "Yep, about 20 for sale. Are you on Discord?" It's like, Rebel Rouser, is that not you that has that knife, or am I on drugs? So, which one, Wyvern? Kelly's Mishmash. I empathize. I hate their pins and screws. Mine ended up being irremovable, and I had to snap the scales to get the thing apart to try to. Oh man, I'll go look Rebel Rouser. At my current rate of debt compiling, I could buy one of those next bicentennial. Awesome. So, anyways, I did this one like as plain Jane as I could, and I think it turned out stinking amazing. What do you guys think? What do you think about this? I absolutely love this. The Wee Nefaris and EMP EDC relative look hot. Where's that at? Oh, he has a relative too? I didn't know you had a relative up. Man, I don't know. So, anyways, very cool. This is what I had finished, and I kind of brought it out for a second during the. I don't know who that was, Rebel Rouser. Someone has a Corgi V for sale, and I thought it was you. So, yep, I had to do some swipping and swapping, and I got this one finally murdered out like I wanted it to. And so, happy to have an all black Jaeger, and I think it looks epic. So, I the EMP is an amazing knife. I have one sitting right here, and sales are always slow at the end of the month and the first of the month because rent. So, anyways, I had considered etching or taking off the tops of these scales and then making a really cool color on it. But again, there's something stated about just an all black, right? The tuxedo. Yeah. Anyways, what a knife nerd. I can't believe I'm such a knife nerd. Oh, I did get another. Let's put this away first, right? Uh, Sam, which wyvern? Oh gosh, which Jaeger are you interested in? You want to trade for that one on the right? Which one, Grizzle Bear? Ain't we all? At least you're amongst friends, eh, Knife Nerd? Hey, Knife Nerd family, what's up? Either or both. I would like to move this one first because it's so pretty. I haven't carried it, and I don't like that. I want to be able to carry it. Maybe someone else has more stones than I do, but to me, seriously, this is the best looking Zert kit I've ever seen. And when I tell you this thing is radiant in the light, I've never seen any other Zert kits that have this beautiful waves. And this screen does not do it justice, I promise you. Maybe I can catch some facets in there, but yeah, this one's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. and the collars match. Like this is a killer set. So you just had it in your hand on the right. Are you talking about the relative, Grizzle Bear? This one right here? This must be the one he's talking about. If it's a good price, I could possibly be interested. Well, I mean, I think it's a good price considering what I paid for it. Yeah, and it's a custom ano, and I'm selling it for the same price I bought it for. So I'd say that's a good price. You're about to talk me into that Jaeger. Well, I only planned on selling one, but if two people buy Jaegers tonight, then um, this one is harder for me to sell because I would actually carry this one. I think that's what I like about it. So, anyways, cool. Um, there's something about my Carta too. There's always something about my Carta. Yeah, I think that's what I like about the Jaeger is that it actually is squared off on both ends. Now it's cheaper um step cousin or whatever you want to call it. These are both M390s, yes. It's cheaper cousin, and let me pull that sucker out. Where are you at? I love the blade on it, but it didn't match the scale. So this other Brian Brown version, the Civivi X1, super dope knife, but the blade had this, rough. It's not a reverse tanto. It's like a hardcore sheep's foot or razor edge. I don't know, but anyways, had the same blade shape on here with this ugly handle, and it just did not fit the contour. So that's why I had Satu Dave recontour that because I felt like it flowed with a flowing handle a lot better. So, anyways, like this is your $50 Civivi brother, but there is no comparison. Hands down, 10 times out of 10, this is a better knife. So, yeah, the X1 is outstanding. I didn't feel like the blade. I felt like the blade was expertly crafted and designed, and then the handle was just like, oh, that works. And I felt like that's how this handle was designed. Um, I don't know. That was the biggest disappointment about me with the X1 was the handle itself. Like if I had the skill to completely redesign the handle and make it like the Jaeger, oh, it would be killer. So actually, let's check it out. Let's see what the X1 would look like. Yeah, let's see. It needed a little bit scaled to size, but I mean, I think that would look sick. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, that's a big handle compared. So, anyways, I felt like this regrind made the blade a lot more useful, um, and just a lot more fitting to the shape. So, especially when it flows down like this into this angle right here. That was kind of my idea with it. So, anyways, cool. Welp, big gulps. Well, see you later. I need drink. Haven't eaten dinner yet. I don't know why my voltage is going over there. So, what do you guys think? Which one do you like better? Do you like the custom, or do you like the? I would call this the PJ or the user. I think they're both epic in their own right, and I did swap blades back and forth between them. So I guess whoever buys one, they could choose their combination, whether you want a flipper or non-flipper blade. So Rebel Rouser or whoever was Wyvern and Rebel Rouser or whoever. So the custom. I figured Brown Sugar might like this one. Yeah, I mean, I hope someone carries this, but for me, I rub up against too much stuff to carry this butte, and that sounded weird actually. Belay my last. I would carry the f out of the micarta. I know, me too, Robin. Like this is ridiculous. I did. I like this a lot more than I thought I would, and that's why it's hard to see it go. What up, Jesse? Both look fantastic, but that custom just rocks. The blue, definitely carry the blue custom. Well, if someone buys this, I hope they carry it, and I hope they love it. So yeah, I don't want to sell both, but I will, and because I still have the black one, At least I have one for Red Friday, and I think an American made. Yeah, well, that's not American made. Am I tripping? No, these aren't. Anyways, I want this for Red Friday, and I'm good with keeping just the one. Even though I think this one would probably not take abuse as well as that micarta one by any means. So I like it. I like it a lot. I have kind of like my black and lava flow collection going on here, and I kind of like it. These are my Red Friday knives, and there's something else. I don't understand owning a knife you won't carry. Absolutely, that's why I'm selling it. So, does that make sense? That's why someone else is going to carry it, and I'm not going to worry about it. Jim Cox says mine doesn't have a flipper tab. Do you want a flipper tab, Jim? So, anyways, I would love to get this blade DLC just to match with that whole thing. But here's another knife I need to carry some more. This Pena, the Mula. That compound grind is sick, nasty. My Carter works great for EDC. I just feel so good and works in all situations. I like them situations. Roger Wilco, please stand by. Oh, I forgot this is a front flipper. Yeah, baby. Oh, that hurt. You can tell I haven't done that in a hot minute. I don't know. It's kind of nice without it. Nice and flat for four finger grip. Yep. Yeah, if you have huge hands or larger than large hands, I would say the flipper less would be the definite version to go on the Jaeger, but medium and large hands, the flippered version works great. Clearly, having the flipper less gives you more options of hand space on there today, though. I'm looking to trade a Benchmade Griptilian if anyone is interested. I have four Griptilians now. I had zero at the beginning of the year. I don't know what's going on. Got my Woo Jericho in today. You're only one of two people that I know have a Jericho, and both of you are in the chat. And I have never even got to see one in person. Grizzly, you want an orange and Kylo? I actually want another one, but I need to sell some things. Dragoon, did I show you this? I don't know if I showed you this ridiculously small knife, but my Atlanta. I just channeled my inner Jason Momoa with this one, so thing is ridiculous. We could work out a trade. I have this knife that nobody likes. Sell me that black one before this. No, I don't know what you're talking about. ZL Max. I need one of those to go with my collection of larger knives. Ew. I had the very first production Jericho. I'll send it to you if you want to check it out. I've already asked you. Dragoon, calm down. You already have one. And I want to know how these are with Kate with actual skiffs because I think this would be absolutely electric with skiffs in it. The Spidey. Oh, the Subvert. The Subvert's a little knife. It's for smaller hands. Nathan Nedick, what's up, dude? I'll be in your neck of the woods real soon. Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big knife guy, but I really dig this sucker. So Yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm addicted. Before that one, Dark Water. I don't know. I didn't have a black spider co-op, or did I? I think I had the relative. You might be talking about this one. Oh, you know what? If you're not, if we're talking about not talking about that one, you might be talking about the Pena. I don't know. I'll send it with. Okay, I already read that, and I'm dumb. See what I like about EMP EDC is they put just the right amount of jimping, and you know what that is? Everywhere. That's the right amount of jimping. That is the right amount of jimping. So good job, EMP. I would love to have you on the live sometime. Not the pens. Oh, the Pena. The Pena is meh. He says the Pena is meh. That's the man I got this from. How crazy is that? Again, thank you, Nathan Nedick. I really, really do appreciate this knife. Did you finally master the subvert? I finally can open it without cutting my finger off. I mean, that's a new. I had to learn because I was turning into a gecko there with losing tails. Here's an interesting one. I love the blade on the Pena, but I'd buy an arcane over it myself. EMP EDC is great. John crushes every model he drops. I am not a fan of every model he drops, just by look. Now that relative buoy, absolute 100% home run. So you know what I found out? Don't use knives as pry bars. I broke the tip today. Luckily, it was on a razor, right? Oh, I know what I didn't go through this week. Sorry, Ara, you got to go to bed. My wife's birthday is tomorrow. I reached out to Jimmy Crow to buy a customized knife from him for her, the Nimble X. The Nimble X reminds me a lot of the relative buoy. I think it's pretty much the same knife with a different blade. I might be wrong. I don't have them side by side, but just my internet searches kind of make them look similar. I had this whole stack of knives over here last week that I didn't even go through, and I feel like I've let you guys down. So my apologies. Please forgive me. Get in there. Get in there. So let's. I just got this one in today, and I don't know if you guys really can handle my thoughts on this right now. I'm gonna put this guy away, and you. Bye, Spider Co. Bye, Spider Co. Kaiser Aura, you can go out there. This is for sales. For sales. This is for sales. Okay, very nice. That 299 looks sick. What kind of Spidey is the white one? That would be a native 5 in Rex 45 and 2 zigzags. That's a Spider Co. We got we got a bunch of new knives in. Also, huge shout out to Projectiles Are Sharp. He sent this Hot Wheels and this little knife for my little doll. And I'm gonna have to adjust the detent on here. But a little S35 mini Corvid for my babe. So I appreciate that, Tristan. And she will definitely, she already cherishes this knife, and I won't even let her play with it yet. Did you mod the Boker? I have not modded the Boker yet. In fact, I would like to mod the Boker while you're on a live one night, Nathan. I just don't have the time to do it tonight. Ooh, you know what I could do, Nathan? Now I have a really cool idea. Because I'll be in your neck of the woods, what if I modded it and gave that away on when I'm down in your neck of the woods and you could be on the live with me? But will you mod the Hot Wheels? I don't like California K5s without their tops. I might build a fiberglass top for it, but I am honored that someone would find a K5 just for me because I have a K5 sitting out in the garage and it's fantastic. But this is awesome. So, anyways, shout out to Projectiles Are Sharp for thinking of me and my daughter. It means a lot. Wait a minute. I didn't realize these don't have pocket clips. Interesting. I was like, yeah, so this is one you definitely want to make a little lanyard for so you have a little bit more grip, but Andrew B, mod it to look like yours. That's a good idea. That was my first truck. Well, I had a 1984 GMC. Yep. So, man, super cool. I didn't think I'd like this knife as much as I do, but it's pretty neat. We called it the Blue Beast. All right. So, what are we talking about here? Oh yeah, so the Vosteed. All right, first thing, uh I'm at odds with what Vosteed is doing right now, and I know that seems like blasphemy because I love Vosteed, but it just seems like they really don't give a crap what the customer is wanting right now. Um or are putting a lot of thought into the actual process. Again, it reminds me of that Civivi X1 where you have a fantastically designed blade and then the handle is just, oh, that'll work. That'll work. And I'm going to say that this is the perfect size psyop, in my opinion. Hands down, I like it better than the mini and the other full sizes that are out there. But they are doing some ultra bonehead moves on some of their stuff. And you know what? I'm tired of just sitting by and not saying anything when, you guys know I like to anodize things, right? You promote a knife that is made to be anodized. Oh, it's got titanium bolsters, man. You can customize it the way you want. And then you put a stainless steel backspacer on here. Like, I understand if you're like, oh man, I need to get a perfect 50 to 50 blade weight ratio, which as you can see, it's not even close. Um, there's your balance point, which definitely favors your chunky stainless steel backspacer. But don't promote a knife that is DIYable and then totally clip the user's wings and give them something so wonky that makes no sense. So, anyways, that's the issue I have right now with Vosteed. It seems like they just don't care. Like they're just doing what they want to do right now, which is fine. But they're not, and people buy it. Like you're lining up to buy this craziness. And this one is supposed to be black micarta. This looks like a tree. This looks like tree bark, which I'm fine with, but I ordered black micarta and this is nowhere near black. Jim Cox said I had a red 78 Blazer with a 2x4 holding the back window up, pop riveted floor in the back. I love it. That's awesome. What's up, David's R&R? Good to see you. The backspacer was the kicker for me. Yeah, this is an absolute kick between the legs, if you ask me. Um, this is so dumb. And I really hope Vosteed's listening right now because you guys really got to get your act together. Like, listen to the customers. I know you're designers and you guys have all the swag and, that's cool. But beautiful design, your execution killed it. And I zero apologies for that. So the tan, that is tan micarta from what I'm sitting. Yeah, this is definitely not black micarta. Well, Wyvern, this is a perfectly sized knife, and this could have been done so much better. And let me give you an example of how it could have been done. From a knife company that listens to its customers, and I mean it. And I'm not saying that because I've got a special relationship with Concept, but look at this: titanium, carbon fiber, right? And then we go here, and here's your kicker: you have titanium bolsters here, stainless steel liners, stainless steel backspacer. Oh wait, titanium, period. Titanium, period. This built in this form would have easily, easily probably been my knife of the year. And I hate saying of the year kind of deals, but for me, this is like perfect in theory. this is a way better execution of something like this. And so that's it. No, this thing is a freaking tank compared to this. Like this is in every way overall a better knife than this is, and that's my opinion. Okay. Had it been done this constructed like this would be a very hard knife to beat, period, in any decade, century, whatever. So yeah, the profile of this psyop is literally second to none. It's the execution that absolutely kills it for me. So um, yeah, I'm selling this one tomorrow. I'm not even going to mod it because if I can only anodize the bolsters and then everything else is stainless steel, then nah, it's not worth my time. So, well, Wyvern, and the funny thing is, they let me buy this one 2 weeks before it released, and it just showed up today. I'm not sure what that was all about. So much for helping you get media out, but maybe they knew exactly what I would say on here, and I don't know. Sorry, guys. It's a sweet knife. It's just a lot heavier than it should be. And again, stop using materials and don't say it's because I was trying to get perfect weight distribution. That was the excuse that I was told. It's not it at all. You're just trying to use up steel inventory that you have sitting in the warehouse. So make a knife that we want, and all an actual premium version of this would just be unreal. So wait, if you have no intention of modding it, is it still not the best? No, had this been executed better, yes, I would mod it. I would keep it. I would absolutely promote it. I have no desire to do anything to this one. I want to just sell it. So very cool. Fits great in hand. And if I overlooked all that and just left it as is, cool. But I don't want to. I'm going to sell it. So I'd get a Raven over that, and I'm glad you got one before me because I really wanted both. Um, this has truly a better action than the Raven. It is hard to beat this top liner, top compression lock, but I'm just disappointed, and I can be. I'm allowed to have that opinion, right? We're all allowed our own opinions. So, Concept Kaiser, Petrified Fish, and Miguron are all getting to be the showrunners for this year, and all the little guys. Asher is killing it again. Absolutely, I do got to get Asher's new that worn EDC. I'm not even sure what it's called. The titanium version, though. Again, for same price, that Asher will be the same price as this, and I think the Asher has a better overall construction of it. So yeah, maybe one of you guys can look that up. I swear that this was black micarta, and in person there is not I mean, it looks like I don't. Yeah, it looks like wood. So I don't know. Well, if you could black it and have that instead of black micarta, yeah, maybe. Um, I'd get a Raven over that, and oh yeah, I already read that. Sorry, I went back up. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Yeah, I'm not mad either. I'm just disappointed that they are telling me one thing, but it's lip service. You know exactly why they did this. Um, Cost of materials has nothing to do about making what the customer wants. They're just trying to get out something semi-premium and making a profit on it. So yeah, that's that. Well, not the Spiro Warney. They have that Warncliffe EDC that's not a Spiro. I don't know. Man, I miss this community. Been so busy with college. Well, David, we miss you too, man. I hope you're doing well. And I think, David, you telling me about the RR station? I saw that they're releasing a station RR Station Plus, and it looks like a pretty fantastic knife. Oh yeah, yeah. Asher using silver twill. I think you got sent the wrong knife, not black micarta. Yeah, this is definitely not black micarta by any means. Help with gadgets. Good to see you, brother. So, anyways, that's my flop, in my opinion. Amazing profile. Gosh dang, that's beautiful. Execution bad. Bad execution. Looks like the Norplex Ultra. It is, and that Norplex is fantastic. It's just not black. And maybe I read that wrong. Black micarta version has a black blade. Well, what is this one supposed to be? This is the most silver out of all of them. So, anyways, Nathan Cooper, what's up, brother? On their website, I got some stuff from Nathan too. Around here. Oh, it's up by my bed like a dummy. Where is that Vosteed box? Who knows? It says right here. Oh, well, there it's not black because it's green. Norplex Ultrex micarta and titanium bolster. Okay, green. Green. Huh. Green. Maybe I'm colorblind. Green. 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 I don't see green in this, regardless. So either way, there is zero green on this, in my opinion. Oh, here, let's get some other green micarta. Green. 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 Put some wax on it. Yeah, but then I can't sell it. It's not, well, I guess it's not new in box anymore either, so whatever. Green. What was that? There was a movie where I just saw that where the guy or something, where the guy was like, green. That sailor might be seasick. Even a micarta backspacer would have been better. Absolutely. I agree. Green my eye. I wouldn't wax it. I was literally getting ready to wax it on and then wax it off on this side. Oh, okay. So no wax? No wax. I'm getting close. Okay, no cream. Nobody wants cream. Okay. If you were selling, I wouldn't wax it. Okay, I'm just gonna sell it. Yeah, I don't care. Okay. It's not going to change your mind about it. It's not. It's not going to change my mind about it at all. But am I right? Like this would have been a better way to do it. Stop with all the extra processes. Make a full titanium. I don't know. I know it won't turn green. It's just going to be browner, if that's even a word. So, anyways, disappointment aside, I wanted to love you, but you just let me down. I'm back. So, anyways, I finally got the knife that I've been pining for about 6 months. Not saying it's a grail knife. I just been told that this is a knife that I need to own. So this is XC Designs. What does that say? Tie series. Air M390. They shouldn't have copied the Pioneer. Who hasn't? Who copied the Pioneer? Who copied the Pioneer? I'm lost. All right, so here's the XC Designs, and it comes. Wow, it comes with an extra lock bar and hardware. Look at that, cute. Anyways, I thought that was really cool. Hey, there's the paperwork, and yeah. What's up, Tegan? I have their box cutting, and I love it. I have just the razor blade for their box cutter, but yeah. What I like about this is it's a very thin, very minimal frame lock. Very cool ambidextrous pocket clip. Clearly, your lock bar is only going to be right-handed, but a lot of left-handed folks have adopted that. Single opening method, which I don't like, but I understand. I mean, I could definitely mod it and put thumb studs, but I would be cutting into. Let's check this out. Oh yeah, I'd definitely be cutting into that back lock bar. So I'll leave it as is. I love the grind on this blade. Yeah, it's stout. That is stout for sure. And for such a thin knife, this is sweet. So, except for the pocket clip. Yeah, the pocket clip could have been designed a little bit better. Wait a minute. It's a little wonky to this side. So just like, oh yeah, I could definitely tweak that so it goes straight up the knife. Super easy mod. But the milling feels great in hand. Really good weight. 4 jimps. That kind of misses the mark, right? And there's no, I mean, it's not really grabby. But anyways, they could at least continue the jimping out to here. Constructive criticism, great. This is a cool knife. And I love the name, Avair. I'm used to the term Navair, which is Navy, naval air, right? So um yeah, that's why I had to get this. Very sleek. Uh and it's a good sized knife. Let's compare it to, what do you guys want to see it compared to? Here's a pair of three. Like, I mean, it's no slouch in size. So, anyways, cool. Good pickup. I feel like this was a good investment. Have you ever looked at the Geo knife? No, I have. Well, I have looked at them. I haven't bought one yet, but I do want to buy one. Geo knife and their promoter are always commenting on my videos, so you know what? That's more than a lot of companies do. So I guess what? I'm gonna go buy a Geo knife too. Now, Rodney in the chat bought a Geo knife the other day, and I think he really likes it. And I'll let him talk about it. So, oh, the Pioneer pocket clip. Yeah, the Pioneer pocket clip stinks. What up, Fred the Lug? Good to see you. I have been looking at those YZ3. Geo is a great bang for the buck. All jimping should be like the Pena. Oh, absolutely. The Pena jimping is, it doesn't take crap from anybody. We'll just put it that way. So it grabs, and there's a lot of it all the way around the front. However you want to open it, whether your thumb or your pointer finger, this jimping does its job. So yeah, they did really good on this. Very good on there. I like the pair of 3 scales. Thank you, Tegan. I actually just anode these before the live. I wasn't for sure what color to do, but I just bought this mint M4, and I like the mint so much that I decided to kind of match the mint. It's in there. I could have got a little bit closer to it, but I was like, you know what? I think I like that right there. So I got close to it, and I'll continue my semi-minty M4. So I would love a stud on that knife. That's right. Oh, I must be way behind the comments. Yep, Geo are good. Ordered 3 more. Long live the Ozark Grail. Absolutely. Good night, all. Who's going to bed? War Room. Love your brother. I hope you have a good night. Sorry we haven't got a chat this week on the phone yet. Let's see. Take care and good night. Love the Pena Lux. So happy with it. That anodizing looks good. I meant the Av Air. You want the stud on here. It needs a stud for sure. But with as low as it is right here, it'd probably be better with a dang thumb disc, unfortunately. But yeah, this is a cool knife. And I don't know who told me I needed to get one of these, but I appreciate it. I really enjoy this knife. So, why is you heading to bed? Yeah, a disc would work on here. Yep. I told you 10K would come soon. You're almost there. Oh, you're talking about me. I don't know. Maybe by the January or something. I don't know. But I 10K. I wish there was 10,000 people on the live tonight. There's 35. I feel like the more subscribers I get, the less people we get on live. So it is what it is. I don't know. No, someone else. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, Air. That's one of my new pickups. New pickup. Let's pull some more out. That one we showed the Corvid. I can't show the Tucson, Nathan. It's upstairs. Oh, right here. Here's another pickup. I picked this up from Nathan in the chat. I've never had a ProTech Malibu. I thought it was kind of ugly, to be honest. And this thing is actually kind of blowing my doors off. Um, the blade or the handle fits really good in hand. It's God's plaid. So, I mean, you're winning right there with this camo. And, a clearly useful blade shape. So, tiny bit of button stick on here. I was told the what do you call them? Protex don't have button stick. That's not true. But if you play with it enough, it gets better. So I've heard. So I've got 45 subscribers. I'll beat you to 10K, and you would, Dave or Dragoon, because you're a good dude. So I really do like this. I wonder if I should put a Lynch on here, though. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think everybody's over plunge button locks, Fred. Like they just God's plaid, go army. Yeah, that's right. There's something about that God's plaid. M81 camo. So yeah. Anyways, I really appreciate the pickup on here, Nathan. Thank you so much for selling it to me. Getting me to try new things. I definitely appreciate that. And again, the ProTech Mordax is good stuff too. Is the Mordax the one that's the Ferrum Forge design, or am I tripping? You could just put some graphite powder in the button. I've never owned a button lock. Now, I'm not saying they're bad because I have a button lock here right now, not this one, that is ridiculously good, and it's a Civivi. Nathan Nedick, I hope you have a good night, my brother. Slightly larger than the Malibu, wider in hand. But anyways, that Civivi little Elementum that I have here, man, that button is something else. Yeah, this one, no button stick. Killer aluminum texture on here. Yeah, this one is an absolute rocket. Sometimes Civivi just knocks it out of the park. This is one of them. Yeah, I think the best button lock I've ever had was that Kaiser White Mountain Knives edition, Munko designed. What the heck is that one called? Looked like a big butter knife. It was such a good knife, though. Gosh. Anyways, button was phenomenal on this. Absolutely, Fred. I absolutely agree. Tegan, thank you for staying here and checking out the channel. No, it wasn't the Lieb. It was, gosh, it was the Munko Clairvoyant. It was the aluminum Clairvoyant. You, what a fitting word for it. This one has a tiny bit of button stick, but I like this one too much to get rid of it. I haven't Rebel Rouser. I just have the Quiet Carry, the Shallows, and the original Drift with the smiley hole. What is the strongest lock that I have seen? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's one of those cold steels. Yes, this Altus. And I put aftermarket carbon scales on it, and then I lightened the liners on the inside to just make it absolutely light and fidgety. Cut a little finger choil into there because it was garbage from the factory. And now this is a really good daily knife, and it tings. I don't either. Did I say this? What did I say this was? This is the Altus, yes. So, anyways, I'll put this away. The Avair exceeded my expectations. No pun intended. Mm. Man, I got something. Eh. Try Visa. Oh yeah, I think I might have showed this last week on the live, but this one's been another one that I've been carrying quite a bit as an extra knife. I know, right? But this little Dragonfly Trivisa version is an absolute little banger, and this is copper scales. And again, thank you, Tomcat, for the awesome copper studs. Well, Rodney, you can go cut your toil in about 10 seconds out in your shop now because you got the hookup. My man. So, yeah, this little Trivisa Dragonfly is an absolute banger. I know there's other versions, and I'm not much of a heavy knife fan, but this one just works. It just works. Playing with the golden designs. Slim. Today, fantastic button actuated frame lock. I have so much fun with it. I fidget with button locks while driving, so whatever knife they dig out of my chest will be a budget banger. Understood. I saw a video of the triad lock holding at 1,300 pounds. I haven't seen anything higher. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I'm trying to remember what the triad lock is, and I can't look it up while I'm on the live, so I'm just going to take your word for it. Oh, giggity. Did I talk about the Vision FG last week? Because I got another one of those. Probably did. Cold steel. Eh? That fish looks lonely. The shark lock is a big weight too. Didn't know that. Still like it. Fred, good to see you, man. Hope you have a good night. Fred, are you going to Salt Lake? Didn't know if you were or not, but checking out a little. James Bisconti, how you doing? Triad is basically a lockback, but silly string invented by Demco. Later, Fred. You could chop trees down with that strong of a lock. Only a sailor would say that a fish looks lonely. Oh, gotta love the vets, my military counterparts in here. That fish is looking mighty lonely. You got a pretty mouth. I got this. Oh, I got this petrified fish, blue micarta, assassin knives designed El Camino in, and it's cool. Dark Water, I picked up a Geoknife Ethereal from NFL EDC Knives. It is a great knife for the price with a Bowler M390 blade and 6 AL4V titanium handles. Kelly has the link to the NFL EDC in our videos. Roger that. The knife I don't own but need is a Vision FG, and that is a PF Bison L and a Viper. I have a handful of petrified fish still. This is actually really cool. That red Viper that I have is definitely permanent collection status. I don't care if it's a budget knife. It is absolute fire. And I love the look of that red carbon fiber. Good Lord, that is just awesome. But petrified fish, always putting out cool knives. Um, Sometimes I don't like their steel choices. But when they start getting away from K110, which there's nothing wrong with K110, there's 690 right here. What is this one? I think they did 14C on this one. I can't remember, to be honest. Oh, K110. I lied. Getting rid of it. Just kidding. Strong, not string. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I just got the Victor in the same colorway. Wait, they have a red Victor? Or are you talking about the blue? What's up, Don and Chris? Haven't seen you in a hot second. Probably not going to SLC. I have 4 other knife shows left. I'm traveling before. Roger that, Fred. Well, it was great to meet you, man, and we'll be in touch. Pop and smoke now. All right, Master Sergeant. Well, you have a wonderful night, brother. And I will get Master Sergeant. Please hit me with your address. I know I had it at one point, but please send me a message on Insta if you would. I'd appreciate it. Done with work. If you like the Viper, you will love my new design, bro. Monster Shillin'. Oh, I know you haven't shared it with me. I get to be the last to know. Pop smoke is a military derived slang term meaning to leave a place quickly. It originates from the act of popping and detonating smoke grenades to create a safety retreat. I understand. Oh, maybe you're not telling that to me. Like, listen here, Navy. This is what happens when you're on the land. I tell you what, I need this community right now more than you ever are the best. Well, David, you got my number, man. Anytime you want to call, as long as it's not Tuesdays, first and third Tuesday of the month, it's generally pretty safe to get a hold of me. Um, and then once in a while on the weekends, but generally pretty easy to get a hold of. Man, I'm really digging this. Really digging this El Camino. El Camino. Later, Master Sergeant. Peace. Love you too, brother. David, I'm easy to find on all platforms. Reach out if you need. Yep. We got a good we don't have a good community. We have an outstanding community here. And I think you will appreciate it, Joyce. Let me get the holiday at the um I was after Atlanta at your table and she wouldn't she wouldn't budge at all there on that design, but I'm glad she did that, Fred the Lug. That's awesome. What up, TC? Let me put this away. Oh gosh, I almost forgot about this knife. Oh, I forgot about this knife too. So some of them I just put away and forgot to even show anybody. So that's what I get. So first off, I know we've talked about this, but I modded that XL sheepdog and my Lanta. Adding this finger choil on here and thumb studs definitely made this knife. Actually, had to do a little detent work on it too because you had to be Hulk to open it with thumb studs. But man, this thing is ridiculous now. How big is it, may I ask, or you may want to know? Well, let's see. Let's check it out with a another sheepdog. Here's the difference. Dad, have you seen my dad? I'm right here, son. Hello. Oh, Daddy, it was so good to see you. Anyways, yes, the XL is something else, and I don't know. This is just like a good barbecue knife, if you ask me. Like, you pull it out, you whack some ribs, cut some steak. Yeah. Anyways, just wanted to show that. I love the mods on it. I mean, of course I would. I did the mods, right? But yeah, huge sheepdog fan, and it's drop shuddy. Should be with a 10-pound blade, right? And it absolutely thwacks. Awesome. Did I hear another shrimp on the barbie? Ah, Austria. Let's not. All right, what else is I going to show you? Oh, put it out right here. So I picked this up the other day, and this is the Max Ace Balance. Can you cut the flipper off a mini, like skill wise? Am I being challenged here? Is that what's going on here? Can you cut the flipper off of a mini skill wise? I think Dragoon is threatening me. But yes, you can absolutely cut the flipper off a mini here. And oh, here he is. And here, like these are both deflippered. And jimping added. I forgot I cut jimping in these too. So yeah. So yeah, you can easily deflipper the minis. This is such a good little knife. Very nice. Very nice. I've got a couple of 10Vs now, and I like it that way. No one's bought this one yet. I almost just sent it to Dragoon because I've been getting stiffed on this one left and right. So I think that just means I need to keep it, right? Heck yeah, I got a 10V. We already saw that. My chat is slow. I love the brown 10V. Wait a minute. Here you go. Maybe it's a little greener than this brown right here, but I still wouldn't constitute it as green. I don't know. Oh, it's 10 o'clock here too. I should probably go because I need to eat dinner and I haven't eaten anything and I'm hangry. So, anyways, this is the Max Ace balance in 3V. And I added thumb studs to this tiny little flat spot here. And I tell you what, look at that sucker. This is a big knife and I like it. How big may you ask? Here's a pair of 3 compared to it. Actually, let's compare a pair of 2 or a PM2. Bigger than the PM2. And anyways, this was a really good pickup. I bought it on a whim. I miss leather strapped handles. They had a lot of character. Absolutely. Absolutely agree with that. I need that for my work knife. My Bagaya is worn out after 3 months. That is crazy. I don't really want to sell this one. I liked it so much. The pocket clip came absolutely atrocious, so I reprofiled it in many ways. Still got a little more to do, but it couldn't even get it in your pocket. That's how bad it was. So I contoured both sides, cut quite a bit of it off, and yeah, this is a good one. I'm not even gonna mess with the ano. I might change the blue to something else, but since all this hardware, it, I don't know. Maybe I'll change it. But 3V flat DLC, I like it. Good one. Does need jimping though. Needs about this much jimping. It has leather inlays. Oh, reverse flick like nobody's business. Awesome. Okay, I'll put it down. Sorry. I just get distracted. It's so good. Here's another one I picked up, and I may have showed that last week or the week before. I forget. I don't remember talking about it though, but I finally got a Thug XL. It's definitely everything the regular Thug wanted to be. This is another sweet one, and it's not a chisel grind. This is a straight up compound on both. Troy, you have a good night. What do I think of the Concept Contra? I don't know yet. At some point here before Blade, Nathan will be coming through here, and I'll get to see it in person. So I will let you know then. But so far, the looks of it are really cool. Oh, for sure, Dragoon. Yeah, super cool. Set it here. What else do we got? I don't know. I gotta get some more scales though. Um, that's a hard thing. Is you get a knife you like and then you customize it, and I may have showed this last week, but I had the Vision BA with the aluminum scales, and I missed it so much because the guy really wanted it. But I got another one, and this time I got the different Damascus, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I can't wait to get rid of the holes and make it Segeha, Segaha, whatever. Yeah, so I can't wait to make Vision BA version 2. Roger that, Dragoon. I was, I was, I was, Malcolm. Oh, I'll come check it out, Jim, for dang sure. So, anyways, I picked this one up too. So, not many more pickups. There probably is. I just put most of them away. Uh, so let's do a quick giveaway. I really got to use the restroom. Be Shady, what's up, dude? So, um, let's do a real quick giveaway, Stacy. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna be done by 10 after the hour. So, if you would post the rules, we've got 35 people in here. Uh, so we're gonna knock it out. All right. Oh yeah, let me write down the number real quick before you hit the green go. Where is interesting? Very interesting. Is that no? That's not it. Oh, there they are. That's what I was looking for. Oh, I don't want to show you what I'm writing. Here, let me show you the number. Everybody wins. Let's do 300 to 400. 300 to 400. There we go. The number is up there. Here. Number. And she says go. $35 knife fight. All right, we're rocking and rolling. I'm happy. And I am happy. What's up, Dewey? What is up, Dewey? Doyle Amo. This is just a mean looking son of a gun, isn't it? Baby. Baby. Needs to be played with, though. Aver, you're going to have a good night. Thank you, Aver. Appreciate it. And Mr. Balance. Drop Shuddy Balance. Amazing. Eh. Eh. Tempest Fractus. There you go. Someone's buying you tonight. Don't forget about these bad boys. Oh yeah. That's it. That's what I'm gonna mess with right now. Ernie, you're here. Yeah, I am tucking him in. Go to bed. You go home. Go home. I told you to go home a long time ago. Go. Zzz, zzz. Oh, sorry, Vision. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good night. I did get this Fox. Oh, what is this one called? The TUR minus the D. Put a nice finger choil in there, cut it into the carbon fiber. Let's make it useful. Beautiful Almax blade. I like this one. I like it a lot. J Course Cat, what's up? Sweet. Giggity. Sweet. Have you guys seen one of these before? There's something else. Something else. You're treating, yeah, you're absolutely right, Dragon. Same exact thing. Uh, it's all right. All right. We're killing it. Stacy says stop, and that means y'all better have your guesses in. So 38 of you. Where's my green? Green. There we go. We'll pull our number off the Hot Wheels here. Oh, you remember those finger things? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not thumb war. Never mind. All right. It's just a paper. You can do this. And the winner is 322. Because I'm super original. Help with gadgets just missed by 2. 311 is in the lead so far with Mr. Dewey. 316, Stacy Bolsterblades in the lead. And we are going to 321 with Brown Sugar running in the lead. Longest quickie ever. Yeah, been told that. Thank you, Jay. So Brown Sugar, you have probably the best luck of anybody I've ever seen in my life. Um, Pretty sure you have the knife I was going to send you. So I don't know. Um, I'm probably gonna have to send you something else. Not that you're complaining. Let's do that. I'm gonna send you something else. The knife I was gonna send you, you already have. So we're gonna give away this petrified fish. And I wanted to give a huge shout out to Manuel Mello on the Kaiser Knives group. He's their moderator or one of their moderators. And he sent this to the channel for a giveaway. So it is a petrified fish knife. Not exactly a petrified fish, though. Thank you. I'll be here. Oh, and there's a note in here. I should probably read that. Hopefully, it's nothing bad. It won't, because he's a gentleman. Also, Army veteran. Hello, Morgan. I really appreciate you, my friend. I don't know if you've had a petrified fish before, but I like them. Keep for yourself or sell on your channel. Well, that's what we're going to do. And instead of selling it, we're going to give it away to Brown Sugar. So let's figure out what it is. Yeah, Sharon, you better buy a lottery ticket. Every time. Never mind. Never mind. I love that guy and that group. Some of the best people in there for sure. It's the 69 at the end on his name that gives him his luck. That's a her, David. Brown Sugar. Hey, Brown Sugar. Hey, Brown Sugar. Congrats, Brown Sugar. Congrats, congrats. Ooh, ee, ooh, ooh. All right, so this is a petrified fish. I don't know the exact model. Hey, this one actually is it's a plunge lock, button lock. Man, this is a stabby son of a gun. Look how big that thing is. It says spit on that thing. This is a big knife. Wow. Wowza. Yeah. I think Brown Sugar's got like a secondary knife market going on right now. Hopefully you carry some of these. Yeah, this is a really cool harpoon. Very nice. I mean, this is for that's yeah. Good lord. It's like a 4 1/4 inch blade. It is called what? It's called the twig shark. I thought it said tiger shark, but it's a twig shark. Oh, this button is super nice on here. Stellar. All right, brown sugar. I will get this in the mail to you in Manana Underground Market. Oh man, I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm getting sleepy, sillies. So thank you guys. Actually, let me write this down before I forget and have to ask everybody who won. I'm just gonna put SVBS69, and I'll know what that means. It is my code for freedom. I love it. Oh, and a super green OD green petrified fish microfiber. I've never even seen that one. I'm jealous. So, anyways, you guys, you be blessed, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And I know we didn't get it. You know what, Lord, we just ask you right now to come to be with us, and I just say thank you for your blessings, Lord. Thank you for the. Even though today was a hard day, Lord, I just say that I thank you for it anyways, because iron sharpens iron, and that is for sure. And I just want to say I love you, and just thank you for the amazing ministry opportunities that you've afforded me in this last week. What an absolute blast it has been. And again, I praise you in this storm, Lord. So, also, Lord, just thank you. Super thankful for the surgery, that how well that went, and just being able to breathe. I love it. It's this is the way you intended it. So I definitely am thankful for that. So for the rest of you, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And Lord, just bless them and shower them with kindness and blessings throughout the week. So we love you, Father. Amen. So you guys have a good night. I will get these goodies sent out. And hopefully next week I can be back absolutely refreshed and ready to rock and roll for an all nighter. So, anyways, you guys have a wonderful week, and let's talk soon. Take care.